Hi, good morning, my friends. We're back to our reading of the Spirit's book, and we are at chapter 4, the plurality of existences. And chapter 4, we have the following topics: reincarnation, the justice of reincarnation, incarnation on different worlds, progressive transmigration, the fate of children after death, gender in spirits, kinship affiliation, physical and moral likeness, and innate ideas. So we're at reincarnation right now. Question 166. How can a soul who did not reach perfection during its corporeal life complete the work of its purification? Answer: by submitting to the trial of a new existence. And question that follows: how does the soul accomplish this new existence? Through its transformation as a spirit? Question, right? Answer: in order to purify itself. The soul, of course, undergoes a transformation, but for this to occur, it needs the trial of corporeal life. Then, question that follows: then does the soul live many corporeal existences? Answer: yes. We all live many lives, and those who say otherwise wish to keep you in the ignorance in which they themselves dwell. That is their desire. Then question that follows: from this principle, it seems that after having left one body behind, the soul then takes another. In other words, it reincarnates into a new body. Is this the case? Answer: obviously. Question 167. What is the purpose of reincarnation? Answer: expiation and humankind's progressive improvement. Without reincarnation, how could there be justice? Question 168. Is the number of corporeal lives limited, or does a spirit go on reincarnating forever? Answer: in each new life, a spirit takes another step on the path of progress. When it has stripped itself of all impurities, it has no further need of the trials of corporeal life. Question 169. Is the number of incarnations generally the same for all spirits? Answer: no. Those who advance quickly spare themselves many trials. Nevertheless, since progress is almost infinite, a large number of incarnations are always required. Question 170. What does the spirit become after its final incarnation? Answer: a blessed spirit, a pure spirit. Topic that follows: the justice of reincarnation. Question 171. On what is the doctrine of reincarnation based? Answer: on the justice of God and revelation. We will repeat this to you over and over. A good father always leaves the door of repentance open to his children. Doesn't reason tell you that it would be unjust to keep eternal bliss from those who have not enjoyed opportunities needed to improve themselves? Aren't all people God's children? It is only among selfish human beings that we find iniquity, insatiable hatred, and unforgiving punishment. And then Allan Kardec writes a note down saying, all spirits are en route towards perfection, and God furnishes them with the means of accomplishing it through the trials of corporeal life. Out of divine justice, God permits them to accomplish in new existences whatever they could not do or complete in a previous trial. It would not be consistent with equity or, according to God's goodness, to punish forever those who, regardless of their will, had encountered obstacles on their improvement within the surroundings in which they had been placed. If the fate of all human beings is irrevocably sealed after their death, it would mean that God does not weigh the actions of all on the same scales, and that God does not treat everyone impartially. The doctrine of reincarnation, which consists in accepting the fact that humans have many successive lives, is the only one that is in line with the idea of God's justice concerning those of a lower moral condition. It is the only one that can explain our future and give us hope, because it offers us the means of atoning for our errors through new trials. Reason confirms this, and it is what the spirits have taught us. Those who are aware of how imperfect they are derive consoling hope from the doctrine of reincarnation. If they truly believe in the justice of God, they cannot expect to be equal for all eternity to those who have done better than they. The thought that such imperfection would not exclude them forever from the supreme good, and that the fact that they will be able to reach it through continued effort, supports them and renews their courage. Who, at the end of one's career, does not regret having acquired a particular experience too late or have profited from it? This lately acquired experience will not be lost. However, it will be of benefit in a new existence. Now, next topic, incarnation on different worlds. Question 172. Are all of our different corporeal existences lived on Earth? Answer: no, not all of them. They may be lived on other worlds as well. Those on this globe are neither the first nor the last, but they are of the most material and the farthest from perfection. Question 173. With each new corporeal existence, does the soul pass from one world to another, or does it live several lives on the same globe? It may live many lives on the same world if it has not evolved sufficiently to go to a more advanced one. Question that follows. So we may reappear several times on Earth? Answer: of course. Question that follows. Can we come back to it again after having lived on other worlds? Answer: certainly. You may have already lived on other worlds beside Earth. Question 174. Is it necessary to live again on the Earth? Answer: no. But if you do not progress, you may go to another world that is no better, perhaps one that is even worse. Question 175. Is there any special advantage in coming back to live on the Earth? Answer: no special advantage, unless you come on a mission. However, in that case, you will progress nonetheless, just like you would on any other world. Question that follows. Wouldn't it be better to remain a spirit? Answer: no, that would keep you at a standstill. What you want is to evolve toward God. Question 176. After having incarnated on other worlds, can spirits incarnate on this one without even having come here before? Answer: yes, just as you can incarnate on other globes, all worlds are in solidarity. What you have not accomplished on one, you may on another. Question that follows. Then are there those who are on the Earth for the first time? Answer: there are many, and at various degrees. Question that follows. Is there some kind of indication by which we may recognize a spirit who is on the Earth for the first time? Answer: that would be of no use to you whatsoever. Question 177. In order to arrive at the perfection and supreme bliss that are humankind's final aim, must a spirit have lived on all the worlds in the entire universe? Answer: no, because there are many worlds of like degree where the spirit would learn nothing new. Question that follows. Then how can we explain the plurality of a spirit's lives on the same globe? Answer: it may find itself there each time in very different situations, which will provide it with many opportunities to acquire experience. Question 178. Can spirits be reborn corporeally on a world that is relatively less evolved than the one on which they have already lived? Answer: yes. when they have a mission to fulfill that will aid them progress. They joyfully accept the tribulations of this kind of existence in such a case because they furnish them a means of their further advancement. Question that follows. Mightn't this also occur as an expiation, and mightn't God send rebellious spirits to less evolved worlds? Answer. Spirits may remain at a standstill, but they never regress. Thus, their punishment consists in not advancing and in having to recommence badly used lives in an environment more suited for their nature. Question that follows. Who are the ones who must recommence the same existence? Answer. Those who have failed in their mission or trials. Question that follows. Are the beings who inhabit each world all at the same degree of purification? Answer. No. It is like on earth. There are some who are more advanced and some who are less advanced. Question 180. In passing from this world to another, does the spirit retain the intelligence it possessed there? Answer. Yes, indeed, because intelligence is never lost. Such a spirit may not have the same means of expressing it, however. It depends on both on its degree of purity and the state of the body it acquires. Question 181. Do the beings who inhabit different worlds have bodies similar to ours? Of course they have bodies. Answer. Of course they have bodies, because the spirit must be clothed with matter in order to act upon matter. This envelope, however, is more material or less so, according to the degree of purity the spirit has reached. This is what determines the differences among the worlds through which we must pass, for there are many dwellings in God's house, and therefore many degrees. Some recognize this and are conscious of it here on earth, but others know nothing at all about it. Question 182. Can we accurately know the physical and moral state of different worlds? Answer. We, the spirits, can only reply to you according to your degree of evolution. This means that we must not reveal these things to everybody because not all are in the same position to comprehend them. Hence, such revelations would be troubling to them. And then there is a note of Kardec saying, as spirits purify themselves, the bodies that clothe them also approach the spirit nature. Their matter becomes less dense, and they no longer painfully drag themselves around on the ground. The needs of their physical bodies are less coarse, and they no longer have to destroy other living beings in order to feed themselves. They are freer and have a perception unknown to us, which enables them to see things far away. In other words, they can see things through the eyes of their body that we can see only through thought. The purification of spirits is reflected in the moral perfection of beings in which they are incarnated. The animal passions become weaker, the selfishness gives way to a fraternal sentiment. It is thus that on worlds more highly evolved than our own, wars are unknown, and there are no motives for hatred and discord, because no one would dream of harming a fellow being. Their intuition concerning the future, which is a surety that a conscience void of remorse gives them, makes death no longer a cause of apprehension. Instead, they look upon it without fear and as a simple transformation. The lifespan on different worlds appears to be proportionate to the spirit's degree of moral and physical advancement. And this is perfectly logical. The less material the body is, the less it is subject to the torments that disorganize it. The purer the spirit is, the less it is subject to the passions that undermine it. This is a further design of Providence, who desires for suffering to be shortened as much as possible. Guys, we stop here for now, and I hope you guys have a great week. God bless you all. Big kiss. See you next time. Bye bye.